Well, hey guys, welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back. It is Kenobi finale week, so very exciting news on the horizon. Make sure you stay tuned later this week for all of the Kenobi goodness. I'm sure it is going to be a very exciting week indeed. Now, doing a little bit of a different video for the channel, but something you guys know I'm really into, which is Star Wars collecting. And I actually have my first hot toy on the way later this summer. So I did get the Hunter hot toy from the Bad Batch. I am extremely excited. I'm gonna have a video here breaking it down. Hopefully I can provide kind of a unique perspective as a collector who hasn't really dived deep into hot toys yet and picking up my first one. So for all the fans out there who are curious about, spending that much money on a figure, I hopefully can give you guys a little bit of a fresh perspective as I begin my collection. And in that same vein, we had one of the most exciting hot toy announcements for me personally that I've ever seen. And for those who don't know, yesterday or this morning, Cad Bane was announced from the Book of Boba Fett. So we're going to take a look at that figure, and I'm going to 100% pre-order this. But I want to show you guys kind of the two configurations it comes in and discuss a little bit about what I like and how I might kind of pose it within my collection. So as we transition over here to Sideshow, if you guys don't know, this is the official US supplier for Hot Toys. So there are a lot of other channels to go through. I know certain folks are sponsored and by certain sites. I'm not. I'm just a fan like you guys. So Sideshow is typically where I go. They have two configurations out on the site. So we have a collector edition and a deluxe edition. And the main difference, for those who are curious, why do I need to spend $20 more? Well, for me, it is 100% worth it for the deluxe edition because you get really two things. You get Toto, the droid from Clone Wars and Bad Batch, and you also get his leg jetpacks, which you see on full display in this image over here. And absolutely getting Toto is extremely important to me because I want to pose this, that's right, opposed to my Hunter figure. As you guys know, they have a duel in the Bad Batch. So the fact that even though this is a Book of Boba Fett figure, and you can see that, they have that logo on the bottom, they are allowing us to have a Clone War specific character so we can pose it in those certain ways. So 100% I'm spending the extra $20 to get the Clone Wars reference so I can, have them in my collection in different ways. Now, want to call out a couple things as well. So with both the deluxe and the collectors, you'll have various different faces. You'll see three faces down here, as well as the flamethrower, a couple of hands, and this sandy Tatooine style base, which looks really nice. And you can see we'll go through some of the various pictures here of the figure with the flamethrower here on display, which I think is a really cool kind of shot. It's iconic bounty hunter in Star Wars. We have the dual pistols, so you can get the really traditional cowboy Old West vibe. He's got three different faces if you guys didn't really see in the last image. He's got the kind of gritted teeth we see here. He has the closed mouth, which we'll see on some of the other shots like up here, and then the open mouth and kind of a yell over here as well. I think I will tend to go with the gritted teeth or the closed mouth. It just reads more my kind of posing style here. You can see this looks really, really good. I just completely, I think, nail the Cad Bane vines. I know for Book of Boba Fett, they made his hat a little bit smaller than the Clone Wars, which was really, really large. I like this, especially in the live action setting. I think easily one of the best parts of Book of Boba Fett was Cad Bane. I wish he would have had more of a pronounced role because he was so good on screen. I thought it was an absolute just home run. I'll make a video at some point talking about how they did his face cosmetics because it is just so interesting. So if you look through, you can kind of get an idea of what he'll look like on the stand, which, I like this kind of pose with the pistol and the flamethrower. Could be kind of cool if you have him as a standalone item. The hand pose you can see here is the about to draw the pistol look. So this is one of those interchangeable hands. Again, with the closed mouth, I really like this. I'm sure he'll have some sort of wire posable back cape here as part of his jacket. And this shot right here, this could be a home run for me. I love this on my shelf. In fact, if I have him up against Hunter, this could be a really cool way to try to pose them with about to draw for their duel like they had in the Bad Batch, which Cad Bane wins easily, as he should. It is very accurate that he would be able to outduel our friend Hunter. Now, I really like this shot as well. I'm not entirely sure how we'll make this posing work, but we have kind of the jump to the side, which will work well with the rocket boots as he's kind of firing his pistols away. Something we saw a lot of in the Clone Wars. And again, the open mouth fits this kind of pose really well. One thing I want to highlight here as well is this shot. So you'll see here we have the head plate from his duel with Book of Boba Fett. So if you want to take the hat off, it is the Boba Fett kind of post-duel after the Clone Wars. For those who don't know, there was a deleted scene where Boba Fett and Cad Bane had a duel back in the Clone Wars that never made it into the final show. And this little head plate is a reference to the fact that they shot each other in the head. So Boba Fett has the dent in his helmet, and Cad Bane has the dent in his head, which I really like. So for fans who are curious, yes, absolutely, we have this little detail here. Now, you'll see a little size comparison here. He's 34 centimeters tall. He'll be taller than the Boba Fett figure, which is, I like that. He was very lanky. On the show, I think they did a really good job. But he's this very lanky cowboy look. He's got a little bit of height to him. This Boba Fett actually went on sale today as well. So for those Boba Fett collectors, is another one for you all. But you can see how Cad Bane kind of stacks up if you're considering posing them against one of their figures. This is kind of a cool thing right here. If I, another way I could see this, again, personally, I'm leaning towards having him go up against Hunter because I already had that figured ordered up, but we'll see. But this could be a really cool, figure contrast with Boba Fett. I love the really green versus brown, the blues. It's just a very awesome eye catching moment. I really like as well with the tubing out of the mouth. You see it runs to these wristbands as well. You see they have good little details here with the red lights. Looks very Star Wars, looks right on point. So I think they nail little details, as Hot Toys always do. Looking phenomenal. Cool shot here. And again, the three faces in a little bit of a closer view here. Personally, I'm a big fan of the no teeth, just this very stern, imposing look. I really like this Cad Bane. So 3 interchangeable faces is a really cool touch. Glad you have that, various options, because again, as we're in this video, as I'm thinking about it, there's so many ways that you could pose this figure. And I think that is very exciting. And there's one final shot I want to focus on. Again, I like this dive. But one thing they show, again, him with Toto over here in their kind of hovering form is really exciting. I love this droid, man. He's so, you feel bad for him a lot of the time, and the Bad Batch in particular when he's trying to get his leg fixed, and Cad Bane's like, take a hike, loser, and Omega fixes it for him and deceives him. But I really like that they have them together, and there's one pose, this thing in particular. See, it looks like the holder, the stand we're getting is going to be around the waist. You can see the clip up here, so it'll hold them around the waist. And they have kind of a bend to it here where you can capture this diving scene. This is a really cool one as well. Again, implying here we have some sort of wired jacket flap to allow that movement into the figure as he's jumping. I really like this pose as well. As I go through, I could see so many variations to do this figure with, and to me, it's why it's a must get. It's really weird. When they first introduced Cad Bane into the Clone Wars show, he didn't immediately click for me. But now, all these years later, as we've seen all of his appearances, we see his legacy. He's become one of my favorite characters of Star Wars. He is so ruthless, so effective, able to take on Jedi, able to capture Palpatine, able to do so many things. Well, I mean, Chancellor at that point, it was part of the inside job, but you get the point. So effective in his work, effective in capturing Omega. I think he does such a great job as a villain who can really stand toe to toe, who doesn't have a moral code all the way till his death in Book of Boba Fett, which I wish he didn't die because I love the character, but all the way till his death, he was ruthless, he was cunning, he never really had that flip to the light side or, oh, he's redeemable. No, he was a good old-fashioned bounty hunter, and I am a huge fan of Cad Bane. Are you going to pick this figure up? I 100%, right when this video is done, I'm going to pre-order it so you guys can't see my credit card information. This is a must get for me. I am obsessed with this figure. I just walking through it here now, seeing these different posability options, seeing how they completely nailed, again, my boy Toto. It looks so awesome. I am so blown away. Great work by Hot Toys, but what do you guys think down below? Again, a little bit of a different area for me. If you like this video, make sure you tell me. Put in the comments, give it a thumbs up. Then I know to make more of these. But for today, I was excited about it, so I wanted to talk about it. So I hope you guys were as well. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. We'll have our stream on Thursday night. We're going to have so much Kenobi news to talk about, I'm sure, as we wrap up this first season. More to come? We'll see. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. We'll see you again very soon.